Hello and welcome to an update of the new beginning bins. So one of the bins we have 2 mature European nightcrawlers, and the other bin we have 10 European nightcrawler cocoons. So this is week 4 for both bins. And I'm not really looking for anything major. I just want to see how the worms are doing, if we have any cocoons. Did they find each other here? What I did do was I added water. The AC that has running now, it's running 24/7 here, and it's just drying the material out too much, and so I gave it a nice amount of water. You can see I even have a little bit of water here at the bottom, which is okay because it just dries out so quickly. So I gave him just a little bit. But here's one dude, not happy with me. And then of course there should be another one somewhere here. Oh, and there's the other one. Okay, so both of them are here, both of them are fine. And the material is obviously wet, but it doesn't stay wet for long. Remember, there's not a lot of material in here. So it does dry out fairly quickly. I'm not seeing any cocoons, at least not yet. And I do hope that these guys find each other fairly soon and give me some, because, you know, 4 weeks we should have some cocoons. I know if there would be more worms in here, we definitely would have. But what I'm going to do for them is just give them some food. Of course, the bedding is plenty, but we're going to entice them to come together, I hope. And we're going to, I'm just going to lay down this really nasty banana. And what I have here is a bag of just pulverized leaves from my yard. They're all nice and dry, and I just put them through my magic bullet. I do the same thing with my eggshells. So I just use this so that it's in little pieces for them. We're gonna cover this up. And hopefully these guys are going to congregate in that area and finally lay some cocoons for me. But so far they're doing okay. Their size is good. They're lively, so I'm not worried about their health. So let's go over to our cocoon bin. So here's our cocoon bin, and I did exactly the same thing. I added plenty of water. I'm keeping a close eye on the bedding to make sure that it does not dry out. And I guess you can see that they are in this 3-gallon tote, but it's going to be just a little bit harder to find them in here, but I had no choice because I really couldn't dig out that little container. It was impossible to dig in there. So let's see if I can even spot any of them. They're little, but the first ones that hatch are, you know, 4 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago. We should be able to see some if I'm patient, which is definitely not my strong suit. And I did put in a little piece of, oh, here's one little piece of watermelon. It's mostly gone. So there's one baby. This one already has a little bit of size on him. but I mentioned before that the night crawlers, at least the African night crawlers, were disappointing for me as far as the number of babies that hatched. They did nice reproducing, and I'm not seeing too many of them here. The last time I checked, which was last week, I just didn't film it, I had 4. So from 10 cocoons to have 4, at least 4 that I can see, not really impressive. I hope I'm wrong. I hope there are more, but I'm going to feed these guys up. Hopefully by the time they put on a little size, I'll be able to honestly gauge how many we have in there. Right now, it's just too difficult to find them. But I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to give these guys some leaves. Those leaves smell so nice. And turn this banana over. Okay, guys, I know you're in there. Have at it. I know you like leaves. So, yeah, not a lot of action, but we got to keep this going, see what we get. And hopefully we'll get more than 4. So that's our update for this week. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.